Next up, House Bill 664. Representative Pickett, please approach. Tell us about your bill. Introduce yourself first for the record, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. My name is Doug Pickett, and I represent District 27. It's Caddo, Oneida, and Minidoka counties. I present to you today House Bill 664. When it comes to road safety, people typically attribute accidents to high speeds. Safety advocates tend to focus on the raw speed unilaterally when in fact speed differentials and non-uniform speed or speed variability is what actually is the case and often in most instances. For example, when one driver is going about 55 miles an hour and pulls out into the left lane in front of somebody who's traveling about 80 miles an hour, the danger isn't in fact the speed, it's the speed differential that becomes the issue. Inconsistent road conditions, these are the biggest dangers on highways, not speed itself. Speeds are already based on uniformity. There's what they call the 85th percentile rule. Usually when they study speed limits factors, they typically start with what 85% of the vehicles are currently doing, what they're comfortable doing in a uniform synchronous way, and then they base their analysis off of that going forward. Speed variability increases congestion, abrupt lane changes, tailgating, road rage, and higher crash severity because at the higher speeds, the differential, the cause or the effect of the differential becomes a bigger factor. Uniform speeds are far safer than mixed speeds. And in this bill, we learned that there are several studies out there. The issue becomes interactions. Interactions are what lead to the accidents themselves. If you can reduce the incidence of interactions, such as the tailgating or road rage or abrupt lane changes, you can therefore conclude that you will reduce the number and severity of accidents. One study from the University of Arkansas and the SOP, if you'll note, indicated as much as a 227% increase in interactions with a 10-mile-an-hour speed differential on highways. And so with that, Mr. Chairman, I'll stand for questions.
I don't see any questions. We do have, oh, I'm sorry, Senator, go ahead.
So Representative Pickett, I know that at one time we dealt with this before, and it seemed like the trucking industry was really against this because it would raise liability rates on those trucks. Do you have any information on that?
Representative Pickett.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Senator Burton Shaw, I think that's a great question. That's one that came up in committee before. And that's based on the presumption that everybody will increase their speed. This bill does not attempt to force people to travel at the speed limit. We realize that there will be continued differential speed or variable speed. There's vehicles, trucks that just can't pull the hill or that just are maybe governed by their national carrier fleet policies that govern them at certain speed limits. So this doesn't presume that we will totally eliminate speed limit differentials. It just eliminates the mandate that we have speed limit differentials, thereby allowing some that can to travel the speed limit, whatever it may be, even if it is lower than it is currently. And then that way we can have a more synchronous flow of traffic. So if a truck organization, association, or company wants to continue traveling at the speed that they currently are, this would not prohibit them from doing that.
Thank you.
I don't see any other questions.
Okay.
We're going to take some testimony and give you a chance to close. Yep. Braden Jensen. Please identify yourself for the record. Tell us who you represent.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee. My name is Braden Jensen on behalf of the Idaho Farm Bureau Federation. We stand in support of House Bill 664. We're very grateful for Representative Pickett for bringing this issue forward. Our Farm Bureau policy opposes transportation policies that require commercial vehicles to travel slower than the posted speed limit signs. Our members believe that a more unified traffic speed addresses the very issues that Representative Pickett addressed in his opening comments. It's all about, those interactions. So differential speeds leads to more lane changes, more passing, more vehicle interactions, and it also can cause a lot of this, it inherently creates traffic congestion. We believe that this bill aligns with our policy for the many reasons that the good sponsor spoke about, and again, express our support.
I don't see any questions. Thank you for your testimony.
Thank you.
Not sure if you want to follow that or not, but I don't think, is anybody else in the audience who wants to testify? I don't have anybody else signed up, so. You want to say something, or you're good? You're
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If there's no further questions, I appreciate your support to send it to the floor with a due pass. Thank you.
You got it. Thanks for your testimony. Committee, 664 is before you. What are your wishes?
Mr. Chairman, for a motion.
Senator Cole, motion's in order.
I move to send House Bill 664 to the floor with a due pass recommendation.
Need a second if there is one. All right, Senator Cole has made has moved to send House Bill 664 to the floor with due pass recommendation. It's been seconded by Senator Burton Shaw. Is there any discussion on the motion? Senator Robbie, I see you reaching.
Oh, I've grown up in this area. I think really familiar with navigating around our semi trucks. I know I've heard a lot of concerns about safety of allowing them to meet the potentially allowing them to go up to 75 miles an hour in some of these areas, and kind of what that means for all of us, especially as traffic has gotten a lot worse in my area. So I'll be a no on the motion.
Senator Cole,
For discussion on the motion, Mr. Chairman,
it's in order.
I really appreciate the sponsor bringing forward this legislation. I think Highway 84 is a great example of why we need this legislation. You have semi-trucks essentially blocking the right lane for dozens of miles, and then you'll have operators try and move out into the left lane to pass the slower trucks, but they start out at such a low speed that it impedes the rest of traffic. I've seen so many close calls. I've also seen pileups that have happened because there's that massive differential in speed, and I think this bill makes sense. I really do, and I think the studies do back up that the differential in speed is a bigger safety risk than having trucks with modern brake systems, et cetera, going a couple miles an hour faster.
Okay, thanks. I don't see any more discussion. Committee, House Bill 664 is, we have a motion to send it to the floor with a due pass recommendation. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Would you like to be recorded? It will be done. Motion passes. Thank you, Representative Pickett.